Bottled up stress and no window to vent it out is causing a mental health epidemic among men. Mental health concerns are also silently damaging their heart health, triggering diabetes, hypertension, and causing sudden cardiac deaths. And also, some take extreme measures such as suicides. Most importantly, what will it take to finally break the stigma on men's mental health? Welcome to Second Opinion, where experts speak first. We celebrated International Men's Day recently. But did you know that globally, someone dies by suicide every 40 seconds, and 75% of them are men? In India, the trend is the same, with the number of men who take their own lives being nearly 3 times higher than that of women. And this is according to the 2023 NCRP data. Yet, only 1 in 4 ever seeks help. Why is this happening and what can we do? Psychologists point to social conditioning that leaves men emotionally illiterate when facing financial, personal, or professional issues. Men are often raised to suppress emotions, viewing seeking help as a sign of weakness. This tough guy mentality often prevents them from expressing vulnerability. Major mental health concerns among men stem from professional and financial challenges. But not many seek help from experts unless they are prompted by other family members or the mental health concerns start impacting their physical health.
Say boys when they're as young as 4 years or 5 years, when they start expressing emotions, when they start crying, usually some of the common conversations which they hear is, "You're a boy, boys don't cry like a little girl." So there is a lot of social conditioning when it comes to men expressing emotions. So when this boy grows up, he starts associating masculinity with suppressing emotions. So men always have a fear of being ridiculed when they express emotions. So what happens when men go through crisis? The expression is mostly behavioral rather than verbal. Instead of having a conversation, instead of feeling sad, men generally become angry and irritable. They feel that anger is a safer emotion when compared to sadness. So when men are stressed, they usually angry, irritable, frustrated, and they easily snap at others. And when someone tries to have a conversation with them, they shut down and they withdraw from their friends and family. They hyper-focus on work, which eventually causes burnout. And they start self-medicating with alcohol, which leads to a lot of alcohol issues. Then come a lot of physical complaints like migraine, palpitations, chronic backache, a lot of physical symptoms. So when men usually come for addiction like alcohol or any other substance, we have to always evaluate for the underlying anxiety. So men have the social conditioning to be the provider of the family. They might have aging parents to take care of, or they might have to provide for their wife and children. So this creates a lot of professional and financial struggles, which leads to anxiety. So they would try to self-medicate with alcohol, which eventually causes alcohol addiction. So it is high time we start having conversations surrounding men's mental health.
And this is not just a mental health concern. The toll on physical health can be serious as well. Doctors explain how chronic stress silently spikes cortisol levels, fueling hypertension and diabetes, and even causing sudden cardiac deaths.
It is estimated that up to 40% of patients who've undergone a heart attack report serious stress-related issues in their lives, either acutely or chronically. And that is the impact that stress and stress management can provide. So chronic stress leads to two biological responses in the body which are highly unfavorable towards cardiovascular health. One is it triggers the firing of the involuntary system, what is called the sympathetic nervous system, which results in an increase in heart rate, increase in blood pressure. It also results in changes in what is called vascular tone. It causes contraction and relaxation of arteries in a highly unfavorable way that promotes plaques within the vessels that can lead to heart disease later on. Apart from sympathetic nervous system, chronic stress can also result in the stimulation of certain hormones like cortisol and other steroidal hormones, and directly also result in stimulation of adrenaline, noradrenaline from the adrenal glands, which again result in increased stress responses, high sugar levels, blunting of insulin levels, and various other things that can promote diabetes, high cholesterol levels, and directly influence plaque formation within the arteries. A lot of patients, more than 20% of patients, report acute stressful events around their actual heart attack events. So, therefore, stress management of both acute and chronic stress is particularly important. Try to think of stress as something that cannot be avoided, but stress as something that needs to be managed. Everybody's life and anybody's life will be stressful in periods, and we should not try to avoid stress, rather we should try to manage stress. Avoiding social media inundation by means of stressful reels or stressful videos, stressful news articles, etc., because they also play a significant part in spikes of stress in our lives.
While mental health issues can impact anyone, irrespective of the gender, men tend to hesitate to seek help. So, what needs to be done to turn this scenario around? Mental health experts highlight the need for urgent action to break the stigma surrounding men's mental health and prevent extreme steps such as suicides. Psychologists highlight the need to encourage workplaces to offer mental health days, promote therapy without judgment, and educate families on spotting signs like withdrawal or irritability. Breaking the stigma starts with one conversation.
They see their fathers, they see their grandfathers like that, very strong, bold personality. They are the ones who are the earning member, who are protecting their family. So they consider these are not the traits of men. So men should be like very bold, very strong. So these are the reason they are raised in this way, and they are not sharing, they are not expressing their emotions. And this is how it's preventing them to seek help. They are not seeking help because of this. So this has to change. So most of the mental health concerns are stemming from professional and financial challenges, because most people are working in a good firm, good organization. So when their roles are upgrading, when their levels are upgrading, they are forced to have a sophisticated lifestyle. Though this would create a big stress for them, so they are not seeking help even financially from their family members or their friends. So because of that, they never seek help until it turns into a serious condition. Most of the organizations are conducting or creating mental health days and recreation activities in their workplace itself. They are doing it, but the personally individual has to utilize that. Okay, they should prioritize their mental health. Okay, they consider it as like if I go to for any recreation thing, if I spend my time in recreation activity, better I'll, instead of doing that, better I'll do my work. I'll finish it off my work and I'll be relaxed. So they think in this way only. So they should think recreation is not for only just spending time leisurely. It's about it's about prioritizing your mental health. You're de-stressing your stress. It's about producing happy hormones in your body. So it's a kind of recreation, investing your energy into a physical activity. So this will de-stress your stress level.
Being strong doesn't mean one cannot feel vulnerable. Men's mental health is not just a personal issue, it's a public health crisis that we can address together. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health issues, you can reach out to helplines like Telemanas at 14416. That's all for this episode of Second Opinion.